Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
It's a pickup of 6. Three down. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Watson off play action. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and 4. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard, he can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Watson on first down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
What is that? 19! All day, dog.
One set, eyes up, one set.
On first down, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for the Jets. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Watson. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase. They'll be led out by a man who's now in his 11th season in the league, Matthew Stafford, at 31 years of age.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
McKinnon, he takes us from the 30 to the 34. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he finds McDonald. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Stafford. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Left side complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We got 4. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Patriots First down.
You ain't going nowhere.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's been a long day for you.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Watch the screen.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
On second and goal, Watson. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Third and long, it's Stafford. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over.
Single, single the slot.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago and a first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry.
Check. 3 down.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
Cornbreak Diggs on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Draw play. This is Henry. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford and McDonald here over the middle. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
180.
Crunch time, defense.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
57 to Mike.
2nd and 7.
Yo.
At the 50-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
280.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
You got it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. And go. And go.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Check 55 to Mike. You
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Watch left. He's done right there.
You got 3 down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now TJ Yeldon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll try the air now with Watson, and it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ed Dixon, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. First down, here's the run with Anderson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 50 at Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Stafford now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They run it with McKinnon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
He gets away from one. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards the pickup there. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run. Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rodney Anderson with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry.
Watson's pass. Complete to Henry. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Check right, check right.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This short throw caught by Goddard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Stafford. And he's got the open man. It's Marshall on the comebacker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Stafford going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. A big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now the second down throw on target. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Patriots 17.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Watson on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. It's caught, Lockett, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got 3 down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Watson, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Call that a very strong gain of 24. On first down, Stafford here. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Samson Abukum gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up the 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he gets going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case, well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Get ready.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 16 yards, a 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give Henry another shot. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's McKinnon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall.
Stafford's pass.
That's it, baby. We got
Marshall. A gain of 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here again is McKinnon. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll run it. Here's Anderson.
Give me some. Give me some.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
All day, baby, all day.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Come on, guys. We got this.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Check 55, Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
First down, New York.
What's the ball? What's the ball? 57 to Mike.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford, now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Jets.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Anderson, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to 16.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Benny Logan jets in for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
We got this.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Running from the gun with Henry. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. It's now
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. You go tight. You got tight.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back.
Stafford's pass. Complete to Jordan Wilkins.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
A gain of 13 yards.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you.
Throwing again is Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Jets.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
They'll run on first down. Anderson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On second and 12, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Trey Taylor, the one he was looking for, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now it's Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now Stafford on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Left side completion to Jones. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Tight. Move. We got Brian.
Now it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 10, a minute 6 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Still fighting. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Complete to Brandon Marshall. It's a gain of 20.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone, you get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Stafford now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last throw here for Stafford. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for New England, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.